We back. Coming at you with another episode of ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. We back, baby. With another exclusive. Like the video. Share the video. We back, baby. It's Friday. You could be anywhere in the world. But you chose to kick it with me. Yeah. Yes, sir. It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. It's official. Man. Where you from? Represent your city. Where you from? 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 It's Friday where I'm at. What time is it? Where you at? What time is it? Chi-Town. That's how we get down. Chi-Town. Man, I haven't been in Chicago in a long time. Chicago's one of my favorite cities to visit. Maybe I'm a little biased because I used to be in the Navy. So, we used to go to Chicago on the weekends. I went to the Great Lakes. So, Eric, you know what I'm talking about. This is like in the 90s. Those were the days. Man. I'm telling you. Yep, Lakeshore Drive. You already know. Those were the days, man. I bet you it's changed. It's completely changed over there. Now, I bet. I haven't been back there since I left. Really? Yeah, I haven't been back there since I left, man. I bet you if I go there right now, I probably wouldn't even know that I graduated from there. Now it's like an island of Mexico. Still very segregated. Well, Chicago, that whole Illinois is a very segregated state anyway. I'm telling you. I've never seen anything like that before. That's Illinois and Wisconsin, too. It got to be the most segregated states I think I ever seen. Like, for real. And I'm from South Carolina. I'm telling you. It had to be the birthplace of sociality after the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. It makes sense. It makes sense. For real. Man. I'm telling you. But every group literally has their own. Yeah, every group got their own section for real. I never seen anything like that until when I went up there the first time. I mean, South Carolina is not really like that. It is segregated, but not to that extent. There's different levels. If that makes sense. I mean, you can't even certain neighborhoods you can't even go over there. You might get checked. They're like, hey, what you doing over here? It's like that. I'm like, whoa, man. They don't. They might call the police on you. You know, the white folks might call the police on you, but they're not gonna up there. They'll walk up to you and say, hey, can we help you? In their neighborhood. Like, that's the first time I had that experience when I went to Illinois and Wisconsin. Man, for real, man. New York is like that too. New York is like that. The red line has a stop called Chinatown. I've been to South Carolina, Spartanburg. Well, Spartanburg is different. I'm from the coast. So Spartanburg is completely different. I'm from the Georgetown, Myrtle Beach area, Charleston area. That's completely different than Spartanburg and the Columbia area. Completely different. There's no comparison. Yeah, the coast of South Carolina, where I'm from, is no place like that in the country. It's no place. The only place close to it is probably New Orleans. You know, I would think that's about it. You know, no place else. Yeah, you know. I also was at the town called Gaffney before people told me that they were going to Myrtle Beach and it was 3 hours away. Yeah, Gaffney, I think that's on the other side of Columbia. Yeah. But I never been there though. They told me Myrtle Beach is very dirty. Dirty compared to what? Compared to what? It's clean compared to New Jersey. Some places called Carowinds or something in a theme park. Carowinds, that's in that's near North Carolina, near the Charlotte area, Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's like 4 hours. Carowinds is 4 hours from Myrtle Beach. Probably a little longer than that. At least 4 hours. That's where I'm at right now. I can get to Carowinds in 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, most beaches. Myrtle the beaches, it's okay. It's decent. It's probably I've been to a lot of beaches, man. I've been to Miami. I'm gonna say Myrtle Beach is probably cleaner than Miami. If I had to do a comparison. And if I had to, I've been to the beach in near Jacksonville, Florida. I would say Myrtle Beach is cleaner than the beach in Jacksonville too. Yeah, I say on average, Myrtle Beach is cleaner than most beaches. That's what I would say. You know, up north, to me, like New Jersey, the beaches, it's pretty dirty. You know, it's pretty dirty. Now on the West Coast, it's kind of clean out there. Like Malibu, uh, Huntington Beach. I've never been to Long Beach or anything like that, but yeah, up north, the beach is kind of dirty. Up north is just dirty, period. Really, it's like, I don't know what's going on up there. I don't know, man. Yeah, Miami. Yeah, Miami got some women now. Yeah, when it comes to the women, I would say L.A. is first, and Miami second, and then New York. Yeah, yeah, that's what I would say. I'll say L.A. is first. I mean, just physically. I don't forget the mentality. Forget the mind. Just forget that. Just physically looking at the women as being attractive. L.A., Miami, New York. And everybody else fall in line. Virginia Beach? I never been to Virginia Beach, so I don't know. Closest I've been to Virginia Beach was no, that's not even close. Yeah, I've never been to Virginia at all. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia Beach is clean. That's a Commonwealth. That's a Commonwealth, man. I was told Miami don't even feel like America in some places because they don't even speak. Yeah, in Miami, man, I felt like I was in another country. Every time I go to Miami, I feel like I'm in another country. Spanish is like the first language in Miami. Yeah, you can't. If you live in Miami, you gotta learn how to speak Spanish. Like for real, you have to learn how to speak Spanish if you're gonna live in Miami. You kind of have to. I mean, they speak English, but they don't speak that good. I'm not making fun of them, but I'm just telling you how it is. I've been to Miami about probably 4 or 5 times. And it ain't too many people. You'd be walking down the street in Miami, people speaking Spanish everywhere. I'm talking to everybody. It's like English is rarely spoken down there. I'm like, man, I felt out of place. Cosmic Warrior in the house. What up? Yeah, man, I felt out of place in Miami, man. Every time, because I can't speak Spanish. How are we gonna get the Miami chicks then? They speak English. Their English is just not that good. I'd say the majority of people, it's not that good. But you can. They speak though. They understand what you're talking about. But you can tell that they don't speak English all the time. You can just tell, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't use it, you lose it. So that's how that is. I've been to Charlotte and it's on my top 3 as far as women. Yeah, Charlotte got some women. Yeah, there's some women here. But you don't see a lot of them though. That's the thing. People don't come out here like you would think until they get hot, like summertime or something like that. But wintertime, people don't really come out like that. That's summertime is when people really come out. Yeah, you know. Yeah, man. So I got like a bunch of questions lately. A lot of guys they talk about being confident. Confidence, confidence, confidence is king. Confidence is king. How do you get confidence? What do it look like? I've been getting a lot of questions like that lately. The NBA All-Star Game will be in Chicago next year, so I'm sure all the good-looking gold diggers will be here All-Star Weekend. And yeah, the All-Star Game was here this year. I didn't get out there, so I didn't know what it looked like out there. I didn't want to get in none of that traffic. Hell no. Stay away from toxic people, and you will build confidence. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Um, uh, it depends on what context you mean when you say stay away from toxic people. You build confidence because it's kind of hard to, for most people, to build confidence by themselves or to be secluded away from people. That's why I say that. It's kind of like if you're a hermit, if you stay home a lot, don't come out, don't socialize with people. It's kind of like if let's just quote, let's say let's say you you think you're good at picking up women, right? Let's just assume you think you're good at picking up women, right? But you never done it before, or you haven't done it in a long time. So how would you know you're good at doing something if you haven't actually done it? You see what I'm saying? So it depends on the context of what you mean when you say that. Because in order to really build confidence, you have to really get good at doing something. And that's going to spill over into your normal life. So it's kind of like if you're a good magician, good artist, good writer, good designer, that's going to spill over into your normal, everyday, routine life. That's really how you build. It could be building anything. It don't necessarily have to be. Your life should not be surrounded by women. That should only be a part of your life. Women. I look at women like they're like icing on the cake. They're just a part of what I do, just living my life. They just happen to be a part of it. They don't have to be a part of it. But hey, they choose to be a part of it. That's cool. But women don't make my life go round. No. No. It shouldn't. It shouldn't make your life go round. They should be a part of what you do. Like who you are doesn't really have anything to do with a woman. It's like you should have your own identity. You should know who you are. That way you won't get confused. What I mean is stay away from toxic environments and go to the positive environments, and you will build confidence. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Like I always say, I haven't really seen too many people make any massive change without going into a new or different environment, being around different people. Yeah, I haven't really seen, because what usually happens is a lot of people will go to like a workshop or a conference for like a weekend. They'll spend $5,000, $2,000 at the conference to go to the conference, and they'll go right back after they leave the conference. They'll go right back to their same people that they've been hanging around for years, and they don't do anything. And that's a mistake, because they'll leave that conference, and they won't meet anybody. They won't keep in contact with anybody. They will exchange phone numbers and everything, but nothing will change about them because they're still around the same people. I think the bigger problem is overconfidence. What the hell is that? Overconfidence? What the hell is that? There's no such thing. What's your take on speed dating? Me and some friends thinking about going to an event out here in Chi-Town. Speed dating, I think it should be fun. I don't think I would go just for the heck of it, just to see who shows up. But I wouldn't take it. Well, I think you got like 10 minutes, something like that. 10 minutes or less. In most cases, I would do it for the hell of it. But, I wouldn't take it serious. It would be just something fun to do. Women have a different experience than us. You got that right. And that ain't a good. Sometimes that ain't a good experience either. For real, for real. I don't think I would want the average woman experience. They can have that. I'll stick to my own experiences. Boy, these women be going through a lot of stuff, boy. God, get hit on every day at work. Oh man, no man. Gonna pass that. No, never mind, man. I can't put up with all that, man. I can barely put up with the stuff that happened in my own life. I can't put up with all. Plus, women, they can't really physically defend themselves, so they always have to finesse and, a lot of women be afraid. A lot of women are afraid of guys too. That's another thing. A lot of guys don't realize. A lot of women are like physically afraid of guys. You can get into a comfort zone and just stay still and never move. You say every day I will do something different, but you just lie to yourself. Years later, you are in the same place. Waste a year. Been binge watching your whole channel. Damn, was Ron? Okay. Well, I hope you like it, man. I mean, if you're watching it like that, I guess I can assume you like it. Have you bought any of my books? Yeah. Well, a lot of people, it takes a lot of discipline to make changes. That's why a lot of people don't do anything. I mean, if you're 30 years old, most of the stuff you've been doing is it didn't work. So now somebody's telling you that you got to change, and you're 30, 35 years old. But very difficult for most people. It's doable, but it's difficult. $30 to meet 15 women, 5 minutes each. Good. $30. That's not bad. That's not bad. $30 for an event in Chicago. That's not bad. I'm surprised it's not more than that. I would have said, if I had to guess how much it would be, I would have said $40 or $50. But $30 is not bad. That's not bad. 15 women. You got 5 minutes. Got to shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, Eric. After hearing an older woman telling me she's looking for someone to help pay her bills, I put nothing past people. Well, most older women are like that, Cosmic Warrior. She was just honest with you. That's all. Most older women, they're like that anyway, because they're older and they know most guys that they come in contact with are not going to stay around them because they're older. And they don't have the confidence to believe that a guy is going to stay around them long. So a lot of older women look at it like, well, I can get out of this guy because I'm an older girl now. I can't compete with the young girls. So I'm going to just finesse every person that I come in contact with regardless. That's the average older woman strategy. You know, they don't know what they're doing. Basically, they don't know what they're doing. It's downtown. Oh, that's really good if it's downtown. $30. Downtown's expensive. I really thought it'd be more than that. For example, if a woman say this pussy is all of that in the trash, or she says she can cook and it's trash, that's overconfident. Well, a lot of women don't know what they be doing most of the time. They just be talking. They just be talking most of the time. Really. I take what they say with a grain of salt. Really. Until proven otherwise. Especially if you're just getting to know her in the beginning. I begins watch this channel. I was like on 100 videos straight binge when I discovered this channel. 100 videos? God damn. Oof. Man, that's a lot. You're consistent. So a video about what to do if your ex after 1 year calls you. If she called you after 1 year, I guess that thing didn't work out. That's all, you know. That's happened to me. I'm like, I don't have anything to talk to you about. Really? You know, what'd you call me for? I mean, I know why you call, but you know, I don't got nothing for you. After a year, I'm already moved on. Reason I asked you about speed dating because I heard in Canada they had to cancel speed dating events because not enough men showed up. So I was wondering if they knew something I didn't. Well, in Canada, there's a different mentality. I think a lot of women in Canada have that feminist mentality. So, you know, that's just, I think that's probably why a lot of guys didn't show up. You know, like they really have it bad too. I'm talking like over the top. So I think a lot of guys just got fed up, you know. Really. If you go to Vancouver or Toronto, you see what I'm talking about. It's like they got that. They just want to have a good time. They don't see, and a lot of guys, they actually want relationships. A lot of women, doesn't seem like that's their MO. Like having a family, having kids. The average woman, you know, just the time that I've spent in Canada, it seems like they just want to have a good time. Doesn't seem like they care about having a family very much. Well, if a man say my woman won't lie or cheat, that's overconfidence. No, that's more like being delusional. That's not really overconfidence. I'd say that's more being delusional, or I don't know, maybe a little naive. I thought the feminist thing was only here. I'm glad you said that because we saw tickets to Toronto, 200 round trip. You just saved me one. No, the feminist thing it's no, that's an American thing, North and South America. Yeah, that's an American thing, North and South America. It's starting to spread in places like China and Europe. It's starting to spread like wildfire. Man, a lot of these guys out here, they hate these damn women, man. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys are upset with women out here. I mean, it's hilarious, but it's true. A lot of guys have a problem with women. They're really upset. They don't really like how they be acting. Which this is why you should not get so caught up into what women are saying or doing. Let them talk. Let them do what they want to do. But what are you going to do? That's what's more important. You focus on what she's doing, man, you won't get anywhere. So I like the video. Get the likes up. Okay, maybe not 100 straight. I was starting a long trip before I first played a video of yours. Yeah. No, it's all good, Cosmic Warrior. It's all good. As soon as I clicked, you started dropping heavy game. DJ Shady. Canada is far more chill than the States, weather-wise. Yeah, Canada is it is laid back, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better. It's like they're kind of passive aggressive. It's kind of like, Canada reminds me of being on the West Coast a lot. They got that West Coast vibe where, it's kind of like everyone's passive aggressive for the most part. That doesn't mean it's better though. That just because you're passive aggressive, you gotta watch people that's like that. I'd rather somebody tell me straight up how they feel. That way I know how to deal with them. I appreciate that, Eric. Thanks for saving me a trip and some money. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're not missing anything if you go to Canada. You're not missing anything. Trust me. It's not like you're gonna be surprised when you get to Toronto or Vancouver. Like, it's so different than being here. It's so different than being in Chicago. No, You get to Toronto or Vancouver or Quebec. If you don't speak French, don't go there. You know, there's other cities I don't really know much about. You know, outside of Quebec and Toronto and Vancouver, I don't know much about the rest of the cities. But if you don't speak French, don't go to Quebec. Don't waste your time. You know, it's weird, man. I thought it was bad in Europe. Feminism, I heard it was worse there. Yeah, it is worse in Europe. It is too much game in America to get girls, but in Africa, not much games. That's because the women are socialized very differently on the continent of Africa. That's why women on the continent of Africa, the rules are different. Women expect the guys to lead. You know, in America, women don't necessarily expect the guys to lead. You know, it's like, so it's like, even South America, women are kind of like, you know, they're waiting on the guy to take the lead because they don't want to take the lead, you know. So, but in North America, not so much. You know, it's kind of like if the man don't take the lead, the woman, she'll run him over. So it's like, that. See, the rules change. See that in South America, the girl is not gonna run you over. She'll just leave you alone. You know. That's still racism in Canada. Alberta is pretty much the deep south. Yeah. It's Canada is not so different to me. I mean, I felt like I was still in America when I went to Canada, even though it was over the border. But I didn't really feel no different to me. You know what's funny, DJ Shady? I feel like, when I go to Miami, I feel like I'm in another country, more so than going to Canada. I go to Montreal for the hoes. I have 2 girls back home in Liberia. They're very cool. Yeah, I never been. I want to go to Liberia. I think most guys in America are beat down too much. Our country, the women beat up men to lead. Yeah. I mean, yeah, other countries, the women are, you know, they're waiting for the man to take the lead. That's usually how that goes. You know, even on the continent of Africa, regardless of the country, whether it's North Africa, South Africa, you name any country, Nigeria, Sudan, Johannesburg, even all of the women are. I met women from all them countries, Kenya. You know, the mentality is basically the same. They're waiting on the guy to take the lead. You know, they're not gonna run the guy over. They'll just leave and leave him alone. You know, if he doesn't take the lead, if he doesn't assume the position of leadership. So what, man? How did Jesse? I don't know how he got off. I guess he knew somebody. I guess knew somebody in Hollywood. I would think that's how he got off. Sometimes it's who you know, not how much money you got. You know, I mean, I don't know how much money he got in his pocket, but sometimes it's who you know and who you blow. You dig? Gay people are untouchable. That's a good argument, Cosmic Warrior. They might be untouchable. There's a lot of people in the closet. Basketball, God. Paying child support. People with money and resources do get off scot-free. Power is currency. Beth's blog, sometimes money helps. It just depends on who you are. And depends on who your attorney is. And depends on what state you're in. And depends on what county you're in. It depends on a lot of different things. Sometimes the money doesn't help. Look at Bill Cosby. The money didn't help him. Look at it's a lot of people I can name that had the money, still didn't help. They still went to jail. Like Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes went to jail. No, Wesley Snipes went to court with $10 million in cash. And he still went to jail. He was the first person that ever done that. He went to court, $10 million in cash. Because that's how much he owed. That's how much he owed. And he still went to jail. So money only go but so far. It depends on who. It just depends, man. Depends on the combination of things. Guess they wanted to make an example out of him at the time. Who knows? I believe a high profile. Good evening. What up, Anthony? Yeah, being in the court system don't help us. Your job as a black man, stay out of that courthouse. Cops and the courthouse, I stay away as much as possible. I don't even call the cops for nothing. I can't tell you the last time I called a cop for anything. It's been years. Like, I'm talking like 20 years. I called a cop because I needed a police report. Because somebody broke in my apartment at the time. That's it. Anything else, you can forget about it. I don't need them. I don't need them. Bill Cosby fucked up messing with the snow bunnies. Yeah. Well, you know, Cosby used to be a big time actor back in the day. So he used to hang out with Hugh Hefner at the Playboy Mansion. And you know what goes down at the Playboy Mansion. Everybody know that. God can get you out of trouble as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think Cosby rubbed a lot of people the wrong way too. You know, on both sides. So that's why he's in jail. Cosby's not in jail just because of the case he got. It's much bigger than that. He's in jail because he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta. I mean, some of the stuff Cosby was saying, I'd be like, "Come on, man." I mean, everybody. Uh, laughing, but I got out of BS. Only explanation I know was God. Some people get caught up in BS. Well, there's nothing wrong with praying. You know, prayer does work. It does. Man, I believe in God, but I'm also I'm about that action too now. Can't appear to be too clean, they'll find some dirt on you. Everybody got dirt. I mean, if you live long enough, everybody's gonna get some type of dirt. They I think I don't have any proof of this. I think most celebrities, entertainers, they have a file on them already. Yeah, I think most celebrities, entertainers, especially the ones that have signed major record deals, they have a file on them already. This is why whenever they want to slander them in the media, they always come up with something so quick. King G, why are you dropping links, man? Let me get you up out of here. You spamming, man. You're dropping links. Ain't nobody care about your links, King G. Get you up out of here. And that being said, my mentor years ago said it's not God, it's you and what effort you put in. Yeah, I agree with that, 100%. 100%, man. You know, I think celebrities are chosen to be stars. They allow them to be a star only after paying their dues by having files created on them. Well, yeah, they made a deal. They signed the record deals. And deals are made behind the scenes. So that's how that is. I've heard it's always been like that. When you sign these record deals, you basically sign your life over. Basically, you mean they own you. And it's like it seems like whenever you sign some type of contract and you have the opportunity to make a lot of money, people tend to act like they own you. If you ever sign any you don't even gotta be $1 million. It can be 100,000, 200,000. It can be $40 an hour, $50 an hour. There's some people I've worked around where it's like they thought they owned me because they was paying me $50 an hour or $100 an hour, and I'm like, yeah, I'll give you your money back right now if that's how this relationship is gonna go. All money ain't good money. You're not gonna treat me. I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect because you paid me $100 an hour. No, you can take this money back right now. That's the case. there's a lot of people that have that mentality. They feel like if you take the money, they own you. They should be able to say and treat you a certain type of way. God equals energy. What you put in the universe and what you get. Ain't shit commit shit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, it's like, and money money is neutral. It's like I was this way. I told one dude, I said, I was this way before you gave me the money, before I made the money. And if I lose all the money, I'll get it back because the money is not really a part of me. Money is just a tool. That's all. That's all it is. It's like, so I told him, hey, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to work with you. You're just a number to me. I can go work with somebody else and get the same amount of money. And if you have so many opportunities, or if you have the confidence to create your own opportunities, that gives you confidence because you know that you're not going to starve. You know that, I mean, you'll be okay. It's like, but if you got if you dependent on one person for your livelihood, that's a bad position to be in right there. That's a bad position to be in right there. The one of anything is a bad place to be. One of everything. One woman, one income, one job, one pair of sneakers, one pair of shoes, one pair of jeans. I can go on and on. I was called in the office at the job. The white boss said something smart to me. I stood up and yelled at him. Negro in the roof said, "You can't talk that way." He gave us a job. I said, "Bye." Yeah, it's like, see, that mentality. It's like, I'm not mad at people for thinking like that, though. I'm not mad for people thinking that way. It's like, they do what they do. They do what they do based on the position that they're in. Well, I'm not. I'm not mad at them. But I'm just not gonna be like that. That's all I'm saying. But I've been like that before. Well, people were pulling me around by the nose. So, and they still gonna leave you. They still gonna leave you. Damn. I mean, people are always gonna test you. Certain people. But the majority of people, they won't even try you, Like Biggie said, I got kids to feed. Well, yeah, you got kids to feed. Yeah, yeah. But everyone has to start from somewhere. You know, some of us, the majority of us, we didn't have the best role models growing up. That doesn't mean we had bad parents, but most of our parents wasn't. They didn't raise us to be high performing individuals. They taught us to just go to college, get a job, get married, have kids, buy a house, and you work yourself to death with one income. Then you get a second job, and you working yourself to death. And you might get a third job on a weekend. And now you're slaving. That's what they taught us in a nutshell. That just doesn't work that well for most people. You're killing yourself. You only have but so many time in a day. Work hard. It's like, what? Work hard. I just think that there's always a better way. I know most people, you need to get used to being uncomfortable. You get out of your comfort zone. Everything you want is out of your comfort zone. But most people don't like being out of their comfort zone because it doesn't feel good. But if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not stretching yourself, you're going backwards. And what's the worst that could happen anyway? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, you embarrass yourself. It don't, it doesn't feel good. Or they laughed at me. So what? So what? Attention, see how you react. Yeah, people are always gonna test you. They said this old saying. This wise man told me years ago. He said, "All good will be attacked. All good will be attacked." He said he don't know why it's that way, but it seems to be that way. Especially if you're like a high performing, you're the top person at your job, or one of the top people in your field, or you're one of the best filmmakers, you're one of the top salesmen at your job, or I can go on and on. Maybe you're an all-American, athlete. Maybe you're like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. It's like if you're on top, somebody's gonna be saying at some point somebody's gonna say something that it's gonna be totally false, and you're not gonna like it. That comes with the territory. What's the purpose of evil if it doesn't attack good? Evil doesn't kill evil. The evil thing. I don't really get caught up in that, the evil thing. Some people they're just who they are. You can call it evil, but some people, they are who they are. I just don't know what to say. It's like, if you just have to be strong enough to face these people. That's all it is. It's like, you can't let people hurt you. And if you don't know them, they shouldn't be able to hurt you. So it doesn't matter. Anything that people say that, if I don't know these people, it's not going to really bother me very much. Because I expect them to say something crazy. I mean, they don't know me, and we ain't grow up together, so it's kind of like, that's it. Have you been to the club before? Would you recommend the club to find chicks to smash? Yeah. you can be, if you want to smash, the club is the best place. The club and the church. Women are, for the most part, the club and the church, women are easy in there. Yeah, them the top two best places to smash, the club and the church. So yeah, if that's what you want, DJ, knock yourself out. Take people for who they are. Exactly. Yeah, take people for who they are. And most people, ain't worth a nickel anyway. Really. Most people, they're sorry. There's like a sorry excuse for you to call them your friend. Really. I mean, what do most of your friends, what have they really done as far as making you a better person, or towards making you a better person? What? I mean, they haven't done anything in most cases. I mean, it's like, all they done is had a couple drinks with you every Friday after the bar, after the job. I'll go straight to the bar, had a couple drinks, or watch football, basketball together. If something happens to you, you need a favor, you're gonna need a favor at some point. That's just how it is. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna do anything. So why do you hang around these people? It's like, I'd rather be by myself than hang around people like that. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. I decided when I was 21, I didn't want a job. I wanted to work for myself, because the job put you in extreme independent positions. So I worked for myself for the last 15 years. Yeah, working a job is tough for most people. My goal is to work for myself. I'm gonna create a clothing brand, but once I don't have the bread, I gotta do a 9 to 5 bullshit. Yeah, everyone has to start from somewhere. Like I said, but you don't want to be an old man or an old woman struggling to work on a job. That that's not what you want. If you want to work a job, do it because you want to do it, not because you have to. You know what I'm saying? I learned you really only have 5 friends in your whole life. They are the people who find you in which place when you need it, but and I move on to holiday on path. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're gonna have once everything's said and done. Once you're at the end of your life, it's gonna be less than 10 people by your bedside. Pretty much. I've seen this happen to many people in the past 10 years. It wasn't no more than 10 people there when they pulled the plug. You know? So you done met hundreds and thousands of people by now. Probably hundreds of people by now. They done came and left. Most of them. Man, that's incredible, ain't it? Yeah, think about this for a second. Let's say you 30, 35, 30. You done met hundreds, thousands of people by now. You might have went to high school, you went to college, you had a couple jobs, you have met thousands of people. And so many of them came and left. What's going on? Man, that's how it is, man. That's a part of life. It's a cycle of life. That's how it is. Most people are gonna leave. They stay for a while, have a good time, get to know you, then they make up their mind if they're gonna stay, stick around. That's how it is. I don't take it serious. That's how it is. That's a part of life, man. Cycle of life, basically. I mean, most people you meet them, you got like a 3 to 6 months window. Was my Skype? Shit. Man, it's been so long. I forgot. Including Walmart and Amazon. I saw corporate jobs treat old people like shit, and when they didn't meet their quotas, get hurt, then they want to fire them. A lot of companies do that. They try to push old people out. They started doing that like 10 years ago. So I guess Amazon and Walmart just jump on the bandwagon. But they want to get the old people out and hire young people. Because a lot of old people, they're just happy to be working a job. They don't really have no innovation or at all, really. They're just complacent. I plan to meet a lot of females and cool bras in my lifetime. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, that's how a good way to approach it, DJ. Whatever happens, happens. But most people are gonna leave. That's just what it is. And the ones that do stick around, you're going to have to ask yourself, why did they stick around? And most of the time, it's not just because they like you. Don't be naive. Very few people are going to accept you for being you and going to stick around you just because they like you for who you are. Very few. That's less than 10 people. That might be less than 5 people. Outside of your family, and even some of your family, well, they ain't worth a nickel either. Yeah. Some of them ain't worth a nickel. Some of your family members, your sisters and brothers, sometimes you might be asking yourself, is this really my brother or my sister? Some of the stuff they be saying it might not be directly to you, but the way you see them ask sometimes, you be like, yo, if you weren't my sister or brother, I wouldn't hang with you. Because that's how silly they be acting sometimes. Did you see where the owner of Amazon wife got $3.35 million in her divorce? Well, I didn't know he got a divorce. $35 billion. He didn't sign no prenup. Damn. They just got married like a couple years ago, right? How the hell he got a divorce so quick? Shit. If you can't make it work, then quit. Well, I mean, somebody like him, I mean, he got Amazon worth billions. So he ain't got no prenup? And his wife from China somewhere like that? All right? What up, Jay Wonderful? Google it. Nah, I'm not gonna Google it. I don't want to know that bad. I'm not really a follower. I don't follow that dude. To be honest, you know, I don't follow none of those guys. Facebooks and Amazons. I don't follow none of those guys, really. I'm pretty good, man. Yeah. 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 Hit the like button. Yeah. Yeah, man. So hey. So the key to building confidence, man, is really getting good at doing something that you like. And that's going to spill over into your everyday life. It don't have to be just one thing. It could be 2 things. It could be 3 things. But get good at doing that, and it's going to spill over in your life. And as a matter of fact, you can include women in some of your activities that you're very confident at. That helps. Especially if she doesn't know how to do it. And if you show her how to do it, if she can learn from you, that's a plus. Because most guys are not teaching women how to do anything. And just women too. Most women are not teaching guys how to do anything. For selfish reasons, though. Women will say, well, I don't want to teach him how to do anything because he's going to move on to the next woman. So that's selfish, you know. Oh, man. Yeah, man, you know. It's a cold game out here. It's a cold game, man. Most guys were raised by women, so they don't know how to lead. Yeah, most guys were raised by women. And a lot of guys are mama's boys. Or, you know, the dad didn't really have a lot of influence on them. So yeah, that's true. I appreciate that, Jay Wonderful. Keep it going, man. Most guys are red. Hey, Shub, I've been hearing about these scandalous women getting with rich dudes and leaving them and getting paid highly for it since I was a kid. It's nothing new. I feel even young women today will grow up with the same ideas. Of course. That's how they they learn from their mom. So if you want to know how a girl really is, get to know her mom. See how her mom act. That's what you're gonna get. A version of that. She might even start looking like her mom when she get old. I'm from the South. There's an old saying, they were when peaked. Hen peaked. You mean hand picked? Yeah, I don't know. You mean hand picked? A lot of dudes think looks, money, and status get the women, but the game is deeper than rap. Well, looks, money, and status do get the women. But that don't mean you're going to keep them with look, status, and money. It takes a little bit more than that. And what type of woman are you going to get if it's just about the money and looks and status? If you're a weak guy and you got the money and the looks, but no status, no confidence, well, she's going to come in and she's going to leave because more than likely she's going to test you and you're not going to be able to stand up and you're going to fold. The system will always be flawed in this behavior and they will take advantage of it. Henpicked. Well, yeah, it's like this is why you have to be disciplined as a guy. Because the system is screwed up. This is why every guy should be disciplined. It's almost a must. You have to be. You're going to get taken advantage of if you're not. A lot of celebrities still get finessed by thoughts. Of course they get finessed. Because they're not disciplined. Plus, in that Hollywood game, that's a different type of game in Hollywood. Everybody just throwing themselves. at guys. Basically, it's like if you're somebody in Hollywood, women are throwing it at these guys. They don't have to have no game. Really? I don't know, man. It's like it's a cold game out here. Yeah, that's what my whole book was about. The second book I wrote was all about. And the third book is an extension of that. Love Can't Wait on Amazon.com. Go get yours. You get I got the ebook version and the paperback version. Yeah, my whole mentality is to put myself in a position not to chase women, not to chase anything. I mean, you have to go after what you want. You have to always be building yourself. Always, you know, be disciplined. Stand on your square. Keep fighting for what you want. Always have goals. And always keep moving forward, regardless of what happens. There's always going to be obstacles. Things going to happen. That's just how it is. As long as you have to deal with people in some form or fashion, things are going to happen. People are going to stab you in the back. People are going to betray you. That's just a part of life. People are going to, somebody might rob you. Somebody might steal your money. You might do deals with people. They might renege on the deal. All kind of stuff. It's going to happen if you deal with people at some point. That's just, you can't run from it. You can't hide. It's like, you just got to face it. And you got to prepare for it. That's how it is. But you got to be strong. And if you're not strong enough at this point, that's okay. But you gotta work on yourself. And until you start to work on yourself, nothing much is going to change. I mean, you show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I'll be able to see how you're going to be within the next 5 to 10 years. Because you're the average of the 5 people that you associate with the majority of the time. So that's how that is. And personally, nothing changed for me until I started hanging with other people. And that's when I saw the different possibilities of what I could accomplish and who I could become during the process. But I would have never seen that if I was still around the same people for the rest of my life. You know, and I'm not saying you should cut people off. Some people you should cut off, but you don't got to cut everybody off, you know. But you already know the people that you need to cut off. I don't even got to get into that. You already know, you know. But a small percentage of the people, just spend less time with them. That's all. That's all. And that doesn't mean they're bad people. Not at all. They're just average and mediocre in most cases. And they're, kind of stuck in the box way of thinking. They don't have enough discipline to do something about it. You know? But you don't want to be like that for the rest of your life. You don't want to be an old man listening to another guy that's just like me, but younger. Yeah, no. By the time you're, I mean, the earlier you get started, the better. You know, see, I was a late bloomer. But the earlier the better. And the reason why I say the earlier the better, because the younger you are, it's much easier to make changes. The older you get, unfortunately, it's going to be harder, because you have to lose your mind. You have to reprogram yourself and put in some new information, new programming. That's what you have to do. So you have to lose your mind and you have to have a new mind. But it's harder to do that when you're older. And most older people, they don't change very much. Yeah. That's why I kind of like being around, I like working with younger people, because they're much more hungry. They want to learn, you know? They're open. A lot of people in the 40s and 50s, they're not really open. They're not really open. It's like they're just living. That's it. You know. So hey, it's been real. If you like this video, like I said, check out my books on Amazon. Check out my Patreon as well. You know, check out my Patreon. You know, if you really want to get deeper into what I've been talking about tonight. Any questions, any concerns, like, subscribe. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.